Alright, thank you Streamlabs. So anyway, we'll go down to our POS inhits here, enter our current airport, which is Stansted Airport, right there, lovely. Go to our route, so that's our destination airport is there, our arrival airport is going to be Prestwick, which is right up here. Flight number today is American Airlines 1103, we'll get that in there. Cool, so we'll go to departures and arrivals, we'll pick our departure from Stansted, which is going to be on 04, and we are taking... Alright, I have no idea what's going on with Streamlabs today, it's just being a bit of shit. Okay, now, so what we did, we went to route, put our destination airport in, we chose our departure from Stansted in departures, picked the runway we were going from, picked the city we were taking, there we go, pressed execute, and that gives us our route, or the start of our route in there, lovely. So from Buzad, we are taking T420, there we go, and we're taking that over to Welling, there we are, lovely. From Welling we're taking UT240, UT420 even, and we're taking that over to Trent TNT. Hello Planio, you're right Ash, how you doing there? So we are taking UN57 from Trent, we're taking that to POL, lovely. From there we're going UN601, which is here, taking that to Rybel, which is that one there. Very cool. Okay, so we'll go to our arrivals. The arrival we want is TRN2D via Rybel, and the runway we want is the ILS 430. Cool. Let's just check these legs, guys. Make sure it's all good. So what have we got? We've got Trent pick final. Don't want to hold. What are you doing? Let's go over to definitely not holding. Lovely. So this is our updated legs page, which will take us to the final and then to the runway, which is fine. I think that's all correct. Yeah, this all looks good. Okay, cool. So that's our route there programmed in. So let's pop back up here. Let's get this APU started. Cool, we can, while that's starting, we'll pop down to our init ref. We'll get our 0 fuel weight there, which is correct. Reserves, we don't have any, but we'll tell it we do have some, just to keep it happy. Cost index today of 147, which goes in here. There we are, cost index is done. Cruise altitude is flight level 240 today, 24,000 feet. We're staying fairly low. Go thrust limit takeoff. Flaps are going to be set to 10 here, so we'll pop that in there. Cool, let's get our V speeds, V1, VR and V2. Lovely. Okay, let's set these altimeters over here. So altimeter at, we'll get this across to the other format actually. There we are. Altimeter today at Stansted is 1018,678. There we go. So let's get the APU gen turned on here. Let's get the APU on over there. Let's get our pack left side switched on. Engine over to normal, engine electric. Think of a fuel. Electric stuff for the engine. I know that much. Okay, let's pop down here. We'll get Flight Director 1 and Flight Director 2 on over there. Cool. I don't think we have any ATC online, but let's just double check. No, got Heathrow approach, but he's nothing to do with us. So let's get our pushback, guys. Let's go better pushback, start pushback.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
There we go. We'll go there, please.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Cool. So I don't know why Streamlabs sometimes likes to collapse on itself the first couple of times after we start streaming. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Sometimes it just does. They broke something when they updated it. I have no idea what, but it sucks. Okay, so while we are waiting for our truck, guys, let's just take a look at this fine plane. Here he comes, reversing through the building. Lovely. Hello, aviation is my life. Welcome. We're just about to push back from Stansted Airport here in Air Force One, which we are flying up to Prestwick in Scotland today, just as it did in real life.
All doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Well, they're not, but okay, that's fine. What we'll do is we'll get our ground handling to drive away. There we go. So our little stairs and that kind of thing are coming away from the plane. The door should close behind it. There we are. Let's pop over to this side. So this is just the standard SSG 747-800, and it's just in the Air Force One sort of livery, but it looks really, really nice.
So connected and bypass
there we go.
Inserted. Release parking
all this
brake.
stuff should disappear anyway once we've once we start our pushback.
Start engines.
Okay, cool. Let's pop up here. Let's start the engines. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get fuel to the engines. 2, 3, 4. There we are. So we'll see these engines start up now as we push back from the stand here, guys. So I've set the engine sounds to maximum, but they are still super, super quiet from inside the plane. Let's see if we can hear them outside. Not really. They're still very, very quiet indeed. But whatever. There we are. So it's a fairly short flight today, should be about an hour and a half up to Scotland. And there we go, we can hear the engines now. So we'll take off from here, we're going to fly sort of northwest and we'll head over to Prestwick. Okay, so got a few bits to do up here, guys. We can get our engine bleeds on. There we are, lovely. Make sure those packs are on. Can turn the APU now to off and actually set our flaps to 10. So we'll just keep an eye on the flap indicator and make sure that everything is good down there.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Pushback complete. Grab the parking brake. There we go.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
As the tow disconnects, we've got our flaps to 10 there, so that's all set. Sweet. I'm just going to pop down to our squawk panel here, guys, and make sure our squawk is correct. That's all good. So the trim we'll need today, in the FMC it says what, 7.3. So 7.3 is now set for our takeoff trim. Disconnect this pushback truck. We'll go LNAV, VNAV. The grounds is about the pushback track for GSX add-on. So pushback is called Better Pushback, and that's available for free. And the ground handling that you saw, the trucks and that kind of thing, were from the ground handling deluxe package, which is payware.
Remove. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
There we go. So let's get our minimums dialed in here, guys. We're going to go for about 150 for our minimums at Prestwick today. Let's get this terrain radar on. Let's get the let's get data on our navigation display there. Cool. Let's plug in our cruising altitude of 24,000 here, guys. There we go. 3, 5, 6, 7, 24,000. That's all set. Cool. Just going to push that button in so that it's not restricted. Lights. What do we need here, guys? Let's just grab beacons, nav, strobes, wing, logo lights. That'll do us just fine. Auto brake over to rejected takeoff. Auto throttle armed. Okay, let's get ourselves over to the runway here, guys. I think I know where I'm going, but yeah, so we need to turn left and head along to the end, and that will be 04. Cool. Okay. Here we go, guys. Let us taxi up to the runway at Stansted Airport. Get ourselves on. There we are. Get ourselves on one of these nice taxi markings here, guys. So on this Friday, the plan is to fly the supersonic Tupolev. I'm going to pick that up, and we'll take the supersonic Tupolev on something that sort of would be a long haul, but isn't really, because it's a supersonic plane. So that's our plan for this Friday, guys. I guess that'll kind of be a sort of donated special, as they paid for half the plane. There we go. Let's get ourselves over to the runway here. Yeah, the TU 444, yeah, that's the one. The one I was on about. Was it last week? So yeah, I've seen that. Obviously, sort of the exterior design and the flight dynamics, that kind of thing, are based off a real concept. Obviously, the systems and interior are sort of very much a prototype of what it could have looked like. But it should be quite good fun. I've wanted to fly another supersonic airliner for quite a while now as well, so it should be good. There we are. Get rid of that, guys. As we take ourselves over to runway 04 here. Not going to take too long taxiing, it's a super long taxi as it is. So we'll do this as quick as we can and get ourselves over to the runway. Alrighty guys, let's get ourselves slowed down for this right turn. There we are. Doesn't feel like 30 knots in this plane because you're so high up. We'll just very quickly check that there is nothing coming. No, that's fine. So there we go. Let's head on to the runway, guys. Is that Stansted? I have no idea. Anyway, let's just go.
Approaching 04.
Let us go, guys. Config? What are you on about? Config's fine, dude.
On runway 04.
There we are. Okay, so let's get rid of that. Let us go. Let's get some throttle up here, guys. Go Toga. There we are. Okay. Positive rate, guys. Gear is going up. Lovely. Okay, let's grab this autopilot here. There we are. Gonna grab our auto brake over to max armor spoilers and gonna roll off those flaps as well. And there we are, clear of the runway at Stansted, guys, as we climb away for our trip to Scotland. I have no idea why, yeah. No idea why the auto throttle always goes slightly low there. It should be aiming for 250 knots, but there we go, whatever. It's literally gonna stall me out. What are you doing, man? Seriously. All right.
Bank angle.
Not really sure what the autopilot is trying to do here.
Bank angle.
But okay. Just gonna disconnect it for a minute, guys. And it's put us into what are you doing? Jeez.
Bank angle.
Stop! 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 What's going on?
Bank angle. Bank angle.
Okay. Hey. What are you doing? Stop this. This is quite an interesting one, but there we go. See if we can save it, guys. Not really sure what it's playing at, to be fair. Come on, you stupid. What are you doing?
Bank angle.
So there we are. So the plane's genuinely trying to kill us at the moment. Let's see if we can flick that up and get that going again, eh? That was weird. Don't know why it wants to climb so steeply. It should be holding to 5,000 feet here. Not too sure what's going on with that. But okay. Anyway, whatever. Let's get those standard altimeters. Fair enough. For some reason it's set a height of 0 here. That's stupid. So, okay, we're gonna put that up there. There we are. Shh. Stop pitching the nose up, Jesus, what is wrong with you? Why is your vertical speed set to 4,400? What? You shouldn't be in vertical speed mode anyway. You should be in... should not be in vertical speed mode at all. There's something deeply, deeply wrong with you, plane. What the hell are you doing? You should be in VNAV. Yes. Okay, so it had some kind of fit when we took off. Put the autopilot back on and it was in vertical speed mode for some reason. Put it back into VNAV. And there we go. Right. So anyway. After the plane tried to kill us, I think we're finally climbing out here. Onto our path. Weird. Very weird, guys. Very weird indeed. Not really sure what that was about. But everything suddenly looks good again. Climbing at a nice vertical speed here. Up to the next waypoint. At least we'll hit our top of the climb nice and early, so that's something. And there we go. Strange. Strange. This is, I guess this is the thing with the SSG. For some reason there was some weird altitude in there. Very strange indeed, but it's all fixed now. It's all fixed, guys. We are on our way. Alright, so with that sorted, shall we take in some views off the wings? There we are. It's a nice dramatic start. And relax. Okay, so far today we've had Streamlabs try and screw us, and we've had the FMC on this SSG 747 try and kill us as well. But you know, that's the only time it's ever really messed up on me. I'll let it off this once. I'll let it off this once. It's all good. So we can relax and take in some views. There we go, so where are we? About 260 something miles away. And we're climbing up to 24,000 feet. Cool. Just make sure it stops at 24,000 feet as well. Doesn't decide to keep climbing. Let's check these legs here, make sure we do actually have a top of descent. Which we do, somewhere around there, that's all good. Okay. This will take us on to our star. That's our final, that's our runway. And that will take us back out on a go around, so that's all fine. Okay. Well, this all looks okay, guys. This all looks okay. There we are. Stay over here for a little bit, just make sure everything is behaving as it should. I'll go back and make sure once this is done that I pressed all the buttons, but I'm pretty sure I pressed all the buttons as we before we took off. Very strange. Very strange. Yeah, I'll just watch it back, make sure I pressed all the buttons here, guys. Make sure we pressed our VNAV button and everything. Where are we? We've hit our cruising altitude, happy days. So just going to insert our final altitude down here of looks like 3,500 for final. Cool. So we'll get that dialed in here. So the aircraft can descend once we have top of descent. 5, there we are, lovely. Okay. So, with our climb complete, let's check out this wing view here. So make sure, just go back and check the earlier bit of the video and just make sure I did everything right. It's so weird. Yeah, so it looks like I did everything right. Press down on VNAV. No idea what happened there. Just the SSG being a little bit weird. Whatever. We're at our cruise. We're on our way. It's all good, guys. It's all good. So there we go, fairly busy skies today. We've got our Supersonic Tupolev coming up on Friday. Should be quite good fun. It's just a damn shame the SSG tried to kill us today, but we got it. We got it back. All is well. So we've still got that nice UK photo scenery going on down there. It's a little bit cloudy today, but it's nice scenery all the same. Okay, so as we're flying Air Force One, let us take a look at it. So we'll just pop over to our sound panel, get the sounds over to very low as we pop outside. There we are. Much nicer guys. Alright, let's stick with that for a little bit while we're at our cruise here. If only this had a cabin, if only this plane had a cabin that we could explore while we're flying. Oh, there we go, someone else on their way to Prestwick as well. Interesting. Is that Air Force? Or Air France? Maybe someone else is doing exactly the same flight. There we are, there's that scenery. Lovely. Yeah, that's a nice view. Grab a screenshot. I really like that view, it's really nice. Some nice clouds, some nice plane going on. It's all about the scenery, even when it's cloudy. Okay, let's pop back to the flight deck for a minute, just make sure everything is good up here. Go page 1, so we're descending at this waypoint over here. Won't be too far out, so it's quite a short flight. Got some terrain showing there. Is weather radar working? It is, but there's no weather, that's cool. Pop terrain back on. Here we are. So everything seems absolutely fine here. No idea what was happening earlier on. Maybe I'll go back and it turned out that it didn't register my click on VNav. Maybe I'm blaming the plane and maybe it was me, who knows. But we'll find out and I'll put the answer in the video description later on. But all is well right now. We've just passed Trent, we've just sort of passed the Midlands of England over here. Cruising at a nice 300 and something knots, or 454 actual speed, it's cool. There we are. Got to pop these engine sounds back up actually. There we are. So we're back inside. Not that you can really tell the difference because they're so quiet from the front of the plane. That's all good. We can see some scenery now, the clouds have gone. It's starting to get a little bit more hilly as well, which makes it more interesting. Okay, so we're about 150 miles out. Once we hit our top of descent, we'll hear those engines throttle down a bit as the aircraft points its nose down, and we can start our approach into Prestwick. Delta Airlines 1549 will be stepping out of the cockpit to get some food for the attendants for 5 or 10 minutes. Nice. Nice. Some nice mountains and that kind of thing coming into view the further north we get. So that's the west coast of, might even be the west coast of Scotland by now. Certainly the west coast of the UK that we can see off our wings there. There's a lot of traffic heading for Stansted runway 22, but when I got the plan, it said the active was 04, so maybe the winds have changed since we took off. Okay, how are we doing here? Top of descent is just over 20 miles away. There we go, got some nice scenery out of our window here. Just going to try and step through our plan here, guys. Make sure all is well. Where are we going? Looks messy. Okay, so this is us. Make a left turn. Gonna take a right, so we're gonna overfly the airfield, take a right, and then loop right on to final for the ILS on 30. Okay, cool, that's fine. That is fine. There we are, it's all good. Cool, lovely. Pop that back out. 20 miles from our descent. Okay, sounds like top of descent to me, guys. Here we go. Let's pop this legs page back to where we actually are so I know what we're looking at. Here we are. So we head through the clouds, hopefully taking the scenery again as we descend. Starting to think maybe those issues we had at the start were perhaps because it didn't register my click on VNav, but I need to go back and see if we were in VNav mode when we took off. Okay, 13,000. Should hopefully try and slow down at some point. Okay, through the clouds we go, almost at 10,000. There we are. Just going to pop some spoilers up here into flight detent to make sure we hit 250 knots. Just go to our approach ref and we can grab flaps 30 at 145 knots and get that in there. Cool. Okay, that's 250 knots. Let's arm those spoilers again. Nice. Alright, now what we have to do is land the plane. Some nice scenery down below us there. What are you shouting about? Nothing. I thought so. Okay, cool. Okay, so that wants 210 now. Cool. Don't want all spoilers all the way down. There we are. Okay, so we'll follow these flap speeds for the run our PFD here. There we are. So we've got, I think once we're on this leg here, we'll start popping the flaps down, and we've got our gear down ready for our final onto the runway there. Okay, just before a right turn onto that base leg now. Pop those on there so we can see it over this side as well. Okay, we should be able to see the airport just ahead of us now. Once we get through these clouds. This is the 747-8. In the Air Force One colours. So we're just on our approach to Prestwick at the moment. And there's somebody just landed down there. Cool. Yeah, so it's the SSG 747 for X-Plane. It's okay. I think it tried to kill us earlier. I haven't been back and had a look. I might have pressed the wrong button, but I'm pretty sure it tried to kill us earlier. It's a good plane. No, it's kind of your only choice if you want to fly the 747. It's good enough. It does the job. So I haven't got long left to go now. Let's wait for this right turn onto our base leg here, There we go. Once we've straightened out here, we're going to start slowing down as well. So hopefully we should intercept the INS once we get around the other side. And follow the glide slope down to the runway. That's the plan. Okay, so our spoilers are just in the arm position now. I had them extended a little bit just to keep that speed down as we were descending. Okay, so let's we'll drop that gear. Start running these flaps on as well, guys. As we come down to our final approach speed here. There we are. So just going to pop to our radios, get these tuned to what they should be tuned to. There we go, 110, oops, 10, 30. Cool, there we are. So it should pick up the INS, and it has, fantastic. So as we come round, we'll get on the glide slope there. Then all we have to do is land the plane. Ah, Morgan, welcome back, you're right. The flight so far hasn't been great, to be fair. We had Streamlabs crashing us at the start, and we had the plane try and kill us just after we took off. I need to watch it back. I don't know if I forgot to press VNav, or not that I forgot to press it, but I don't know if it didn't register my click on VNav, or if it just decided to try and kill us. We'll find out when I watch it back. But yeah, I used to live not far down the road from Stansted as well, so I remember all the planes going over when I was a kid. So we are just making our final right turn into Prestwick Airport here, and we are landing. We're landing Air Force One, but I'll show you the outside once we've landed now. This is the weirdest, literally the weirdest shape approach ever. There's people arguing at Heathrow again. Sounds about right. Look at this, some weird bumpy approach going on there. See, it hasn't been the. I've had better flights, but. Hopefully we'll get it down cleanly. Right, I'm gonna go localizer here, guys. So when it picks it up, good old trip back home, many sleepless nights due to planes. Yeah, not too many, but I was definitely close enough to it. This is so weird. There we go, we're on the localizer, guys. We're going to pop it into approach mode now. We are nice and below the glide slope, so that's all good. See, the LNAV light has gone off, now we are following the localizer down. Okay, got some nice clouds as we come into land here. Lovely. Should hit the glide slope any seconds. Plan as usual is to take over at about 1,000 feet and fly it down, hopefully, if we can see. The winds are not too bad, sort of variable around 8 knots, it's all good. Do need to set this altimeter from standard, kind of forgot that. There we go, 101.4, it's all good. There we go, it's fine. Okay. Yeah, everything is behaving as it should for once. Here we go, glide slope. So by default it arms for an auto land, but we'll switch it off at 1,000 feet. Where's this airport then? There it is. Cool. See if there's any traffic, we'll tell them what we're doing. On final 4, what is it? 30. Cool, lovely. Should be bang on time as well, which is nice. Still a little bit foggy. I can definitely see the runway, or was able to see the runway. Hopefully in 600 feet or so we should be able to see it just fine. There it is, lovely. Seven knot sort of crosswinds. Keep an eye on that as we come down. Okay, autopilot goes off, guys. Let's try and land this plane. A little bit windy.
Approaching 30.
There we go. At least we got a butter landing, guys, after all the drama and whatnot at the start. Beautiful. 87 feet per minute in the 747. We'll take in a replay in a minute, guys. I'm pleased with that. Let's get off the runway here and find us somewhere to park. There we go. And relax. Okay, let's just park up for a second. There we are. Pull up our map. We're going to park it anywhere looks good. Is there a bigger? Yeah, there's a bigger apron at the end just there, so we'll go for that. There we go. Welcome, guys, to Prestwick in Scotland. We've delivered, somehow we have delivered Air Force One safely. It was a little bit hairy, but delivered it safely. It's all good, guys. There we are, let's get it parked up. All hail butter landings, exactly, man. That's my third one. I didn't butter the Airbus, but I've had a few recently. So yeah, happy days, man. Happy days. All hail the butter. Alrighty, let's find somewhere to park up here. There we go, this one looks good. There we go. She is parked. So let's grab this. Let's grab this APU. Get it started. And here we are. Let's just take a look from the outside for a minute, guys, before we take in these replays. And here she is, safely arrived in Scotland. Parking job could have been better, but it's all good, considering how the flight started off. It's ended pretty well, so I'm fairly pleased with that. Okay, APU gen, APU bleeds. Cool, there we are. Okay, let's get these engines off, guys. 3, 4, there we are. Okay, engines off, APUs on. Let's disconnect from Squawk Box and let's take in these replays, guys. There we are, a little bit further on perhaps, but we'll fast forward. Okay. It's moving about quite a bit, there's quite a lot of wind today. As it turned out, let's take it from here. Size of that thing. Wow. There we are. That was alright. Let's grab the tower view. Where did we touch down? There. Bit of a float as we land. There we are, but we made the markings, guys. It's all good. One more from outside. Yeah, could have put the nose down maybe a little bit more smoothly, but pleased with that. One last view from the wings here. Thank you very much for watching Yes Network. Drop us a like if you liked it, and drop us a sub if you want to see more. It's much appreciated. Thank you very much. Take care. There we go. Nice and smooth. Okay, so guys, that will do us for today's stream. Thank you very much for watching. On Friday, we should be flying the Supersonic Tupolev. Until then, take care and remember, you can always go around.